What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here with a return video. We haven't uploaded video in a little bit, but we're back today with some big news. If you haven't seen it already, you must be living under a rock because it's been announced pretty much everywhere, and that is Pokemon 25th anniversary celebrations set announcement. We know the release date. We know roughly what the product lineup is going to look like. We know how many cards are in the set. We have a sneak peek of a couple of cards that were leaked out of Brazil. But let's jump into it. I will start talking about Pokemon celebrations. So if you don't know a little history, for the 20th anniversary, they released Generations, which was basically just a reprint of a lot of the base set cards, and then with some of the crazy, I believe it was the EXs thrown in there. I'm not a huge fan of Generations. I just don't like, I would rather go out and buy a base set Charizard than I would buy a reprint of a base set Charizard. They're hard to tell apart. I'm just not a huge fan of those. But from what we have seen of Generations, I am incredibly excited. Obviously, Generations celebrations, they kind of go together. And this set will release on October 8th. So I would expect normally people have stuff about a week early. You start seeing some cards hit the market and get an idea of the full set. It is a 44 card set supposedly, but this, I believe, does not include the secret cards in the set. So what happened was basically 5 different pictures were leaked out of Brazil somehow. And on the bottom of the cards it says /44. So everybody's assuming that there's 44 cards in the set. This is also backed up by the announcement that there's only 4 cards per pack instead of around 10, which is what they do now, which is very interesting. However, I do believe there's going to be more than 44 cards because they do go over the numbering, or with something like Shining Fates, you see they have the SV and then the numbers. Those aren't counted in that. So potentially this set could be over 100 cards if they did some sort of Shining Vault like that. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I do expect there to be probably around 50 or 60 cards in the set. At 4 cards a pack, if there was 60 cards, it'd take you a pretty good chunk to open them. But like I said, only 4 cards packs. The majority of products are hitting on October 8th. That includes a couple of different boxes. There's a Pikachu V box, a Charizard V box, the Elite Trainer box, which will be my preferred set to pick up as far as investments. A lot of those products are hitting on the 8th. And then if you did watch Twice Big Jake's video, he does a breakdown of every product that's coming out and then the price you pay per pack in the product, which is a super helpful video. And his favorite product, or the best value for your money product, is the, I believe it's called a collector's chest or collector's battle chest or something like this. That does come out on the 22nd, so there'll be another wave of products on the 22nd. And like the rest of it, this is going to be a print to demand, I guess, is definitely the word that the Magic community uses. I don't know if Pokemon uses those specific words, but they do reprints to keep up with the demand of the cards in the market. So I expect that this will be highly printed. Generations was probably the most printed set in modern history in the last 5 to 10 years, I would say. I expect this set to be no different, and that is because of the cards in the set, which will be up on screen. I will scoot over and we can put those cards up right over here. So first we have Mimikyu Delta Species, and so I guess I should highlight what they're doing. They are going back and picking out what I would say are the coolest cards from all of the sets, all the way from base to current day, and then they're reprinting modern Pokemon or newer Pokemon, I guess, in these old cards, which is probably the coolest thing they could have done. I am so hyped for this set. Unlike Generations, where they're just reprinting old cards, these are new Pokemon in old cards. So like I said, first up we had Mimikyu from Delta Species. This is where the type of the Pokemon changes. So instead of being electric like Mimikyu normally is, he's a water type. We also got pictures of a Hydreigon C. These C cards are basically the little letter behind the Pokemon's name stands for who owned that Pokemon in the games or in the TV series. I think it's probably the games. So C stands for champion. So that would be a Pokemon that was owned by the champion. They also had Elite Four versions of this, and then they also had like Frontier Brian, just big names, and then their Pokemon respectively each had cards. These are really cool. I really like this card. I really like Hydreigon. I'm a big dragon person, big dragon Pokemon fan, so I was excited to see this card. I do like the style of these. Up next we have Dragapult Prime. This card I'm also incredibly excited about. Dragapult is probably in the top 3 favorite Pokemon for me because it is literally a Pokemon that launches its babies out of its head like missiles, and it flies as fast as some sort of crazy jet. It's probably the coolest design Pokemon ever. It's literally like a missile launching super stealth fighter jet. Pretty crazy. Doesn't have a ton of cards. I was just looking up that. I think there's only like 5 different cards of Dragapult so far, but he is getting a Prime card. If you don't know, Prime are usually a pretty close up picture of the Pokemon, and then either on like a tooth or a claw or a fang or whatever, it'll have kind of like a little white shiny thing. That's kind of how you identify the Prime cards. I'm very excited about that one. Then next we have Zacian level V. Or level X. Level X were like the big hit chase cards in some of the older sets. It would be like all the way back to a long time ago. I'm not even sure when those are from. They'd have to be 2000 and mid 2000s, I would say 2010 probably. But those are just unleveled cards where the other Pokemon would be like level 41, level something. These were level X. That is the Zacian card. Probably the one I am least excited about on this list, I will be honest. But then we also have Gold base set Pikachu and base set Charizard. So these are going to be reprints, but I believe the whole card is going to be gold, like we have seen on some of the older, or not older, but some of the modern cards where the whole card is printed gold. I believe that's what these are going to be, so it'll be really interesting to see how those will do. But I do predict that that Charizard should be way more sought after than the Evolutions Charizard, which is just the same thing. I do think that this one will be more desirable, but again, supply and demand are very unknown. Obviously, demand is going to be incredibly high, I think, and supply will be very high to match. And then the last card I want to talk about was Greninja Star. This was not a picture leak. This was just one that we heard about, and we are not totally sure what this is. I'm assuming this is going to be a gold star, because I don't know of any other Pokemon star cards that are out there, which this is the card I'm definitely most excited about. I love the gold stars. I love Greninja. He's probably also in the top 3, rounding it out with Dragonite, Dragapult, and Greninja. I did invest pretty heavily in the Greninja Rainbow cards because I really like those. And if you look at some polls, Greninja is by far the most popular Pokemon in the last probably 3 years. I think that poll was 2019. That big survey was done about which Pokemon was a favorite, and it was definitely Greninja, which led me to think that he could definitely be the sort of Charizard of the next generation. It is a ninja frog, pretty cool, wears its tongue as a scarf, and he is going to be getting a gold star, which gold stars are some of the most sought after and collectible cards in the entire market, so very excited to see that. That is kind of what I have for you guys today. I did just want to kind of mention the 44 card set. I have seen some people being kind of, I don't know if you want to say upset with that or whatever, which I think is really funny. It just goes to show you that you can never make everybody happy. I don't know what they could have done better. I mean, yeah, a couple more cards would be nice, but this way you'll be able to complete the set pretty easily. And this is the first product that I will probably rip a fairly significant amount of product in ever. It's just hard for me to justify opening a box when I know you're going to lose value on 99% of boxes. But these ones, the cards in the packs, have me so excited to see them and to possibly get some of those hits that I will probably be opening quite a bit of this product this fall. I'm just really excited for it. If you can't tell, I think everybody will be really excited about this. Hopefully they have their production ramped way up so that everybody can get this product that wants it. I don't think a lot of those scalpers are going to come back in the market. I think they've kind of left, and I don't see those people coming back. I think they'll move on to other things. Maybe some of them will come back, but I foresee this as being a set that a lot of people can definitely get their hands on, and lots of reprints. So even if you don't find it at first, don't pay double or triple. Just bide your time, wait it out, and buy some of the later products. Let me know if you guys are also really excited about this. I'm really excited to see the rest of the cards in the set, to maybe see some previews of some other cards, and hopefully they bring back some other types of cards that we haven't heard about so far. You would have like the Prism Star cards, which aren't that popular but are kind of neat. What other cards do they have that? My favorite, the EX, the old 2004, 2005 EX cards with the shiny silver border. Obviously, they probably won't have that, but I would be super excited if they brought back some of those, which seems pretty likely because those cards are really popular. But that's all I got. Let me know down in the comments which card you guys would like to see remade, or which card design you'd like to see, and if you are hyped for celebrations like I am. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me and helps out the channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.